Okay, that is live. Bhakti Yoga. Overview chapter 12, Arjuna's inquiry, personalist or impersonalist, which is better? Very important question Arjuna is going to ask. Okay. And then Krishna will give an answer for this, and he will uphold Krishna Bhakti as greatest to the personal form of the Lord. Then there are 6 stages in platform of Bhakti that we will discuss. Or the ladders are more, 6 it is discussed here. And then 8 Ashtaka, Priya Ashtaka, 8 qualities, 8 shlokas which say the devotees are so dear to me. Krishna lists various qualities of devotees which attract him to the devotee. So if you want to be dear to Krishna, you should try to cultivate these qualities. Okay. The 4th section is the smallest of chapter, only 20 shlokas. Many people like it because of that. Arjuna uvacha emam satata yuktaye bhaktastam paryupasate ye chapi aksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Arjuna inquired, which is considered more perfect, those who are properly engaged in your devotion service or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested? So there is one, generally people feel God is some energy, God is some light. They don't agree God is a person. I think 99% of the spiritualists in India say God is not a person. It is some divinity within you, some light within you, like that. Some conception of God is like this, some kind of light, some power, energy. Therefore, people mostly, you see people practice meditation and they meditate on the supreme light, supreme power like that, but not a person like this. So Arjuna inquires, Krishna, which is better? Now my question is, why did Arjuna ask this question now? He could ask this any question, but at this instance, why Arjuna has asked this question? Anybody can guess? Anybody knows which is this picture? Who is meeting whom? Yeah, sorry, you can unmute and speak.
प्रभु जी, ये चैतन्य महाप्रभु जी हैं जो चैतन्य महाप्रभु जी हैं।
किसको मिल रहे हैं?
हाँ जी, ये अपने भक्त को मिल रहे हैं। जब ये यहाँ पे गए थे तो इनके 10,000 फॉलोअर्स थे जो इनके यहाँ पे भक्त बने थे।
ठीक है, कौन है ये?
वो नहीं पता, ये चैतन्य महाप्रभु है, इतना पता है, दूसरे वाले।
ठीक है, ठीक है। हरे कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण। चलो ये बताओ, अर्जुन ने ये प्रश्न क्यों पूछा है? इधर अभी क्यों पूछा है प्रश्न? कोई बताओ भाई, सोचो।
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, can it be like yesterday we were doing that chapter where Lord showed his universal form? So
Yeah.
Is Arjuna having a doubt that that universal form should be worshipped or the two-handed form of Lord? I'm just making a guess, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Oh, see, the point is this. Arjuna is a devotee. He's more attracted to the personal qualities of Krishna. Universal form, end of the day, is display of the Lord's power. Correct? It's a display. It's not. It's a power. Now, the devotees are not interested in the display of power. Please take care. A lot of sound is coming. Archana Mata in the background. So now Arjuna therefore wants to know which is better. Is it fine with me that I meditate on the personal qualities of Krishna, or I have to meditate on the impersonal feature of Krishna's power? Therefore, personal, impersonal question has come. Okay. Krishna answers, no might be, not maybe, no must have, clear answer within a second. This is a doubt, I tell you, Dvaita, Advaita, or personalness, impersonalness, which is there for long time. People are really confused about that, but they don't see in Bhagavad Gita, the question is asked and answer is straight. Shri Bhagavan Vacha, Maya Vesha Mano Ye Mam, Nitya Yukta Upasate, Shraddaya Parayopeta, Teme Yukta Tamo Mataha. Okay? So, Maya Vesha Manoyam, who's totally attached to me, Nitya Yukta Upasate, engage in my service and worships me in that way. Shraddaya, with great faith and devotion, he serves me, he is the greatest. So Krishna is promoting personal worship, and the impersonal worship he doesn't encourage. Okay. Now, the personalists, the devotees, generally have deities in the temples. We have the great acharyas like Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, all installing deities. Madhvacharya, if you know, he installed the deity of Udupi Krishna in Udupi. Ramanujacharya has so many places. Okay. Now, my question is this. What is this deity worship? How do you answer that? Why we promoting idol worship? What is the use? Patthar pooje, Bhagwan mile to main pooju pahad. So how do you negate that? One philosopher in North India said, if you by worshipping stone I get God, then I'll worship a mountain. So how do you defend deity worship? Isn't it waste of time? Simply decorating, making mukutas, painting the eyes. What is it actually? How do you explain it? Anybody?
Because Krishna has a particular form, so how he looks like. So we should worship the Krishna's personal reflection. That how he's have two eyes. He's just like a person, and we should worship him. So it is a better always we can get connect with him.
I spend so much money, 1 million, go to take a darshan in Tirupati, Hana? What is the use of all this?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I think my idea is that because our mind is material, so it's easy to focus the mind on a form for us rather than imagining something like light or something vague.
But, what is the use of this, making with the marble or metal a form of the Lord and worshipping?
Prabhuji, may I?
Try.
I should. जैसा दर्शन करेंगे वैसा हम वर्तन करेंगे. Like whatever we see, we can behave like that. So engaging ourselves to darshan or to seva puja in Krishna, it makes our mind very pure. Maybe this is what I guess.
Very nice, very nice. All wonderful devotees. See, the deity is not, as you all pointed out, it is not imaginary. Krishna actually showed a form like this. And this form is mentioned in the scriptures. It's described by great acharyas. And in the Shilpa Shastra also, it is said, this is how you make Krishna's deity. Then, with the process, which is called Prana Pratisthapana, the Lord is invited to accept that form. After that, the deities are like what we call as Archa Avatar. It is not to be taken or made of marble. It's an offense to think like that. It is rather the Lord serve me, and he doesn't move. Actually, it's the Archa Avatar. It's an incarnation of God in the form of in which you are worshiping. It's just like Radha Krishna has come from Golokana standing. Morning 4:30, you take darshan. It in no way should be taken less. It's an offense to think anything less than that. If you think the deity is made of stone or wood, is considered an aparadha. It's a Lord standing there. Now the devotee, therefore, just like if you go to spiritual world, want you to decorate the Lord, want you to like an opportunity to dress the Lord, want to like to feed him something, want to like to bathe him. This deities give a service. Okay, now serve me. So you get an opportunity. It's kind of apprentice. You're getting an opportunity to, temple is like kind of a apprentice center. You're getting an opportunity to serve the Lord in that way. Okay, is it fine? So deity is given opportunity. Deities are known less than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's called Archavatar. The scripture is called Grantha Avatar. The holy name is called Nam Avatar. So the deities are respected in that way and worship. And this is for definitely for the personalists. Impersonalists, even if they do, it has no meaning. But the personalists, yes, they have love and devotion, and the personal form of the Lord they worship. Okay, fine. There was once what happened, one lady came to the temple. Today the concepts are difficult, chapter is small. There once a lady came to the temple and it says that, why should I enter the temple? God is everywhere. So God is everywhere, so it's inside the temple also. Okay. Everywhere includes the temple. Yeah. She came inside. Then said, why should I worship the deity? So she had a small child, a 2-year-old child. I said, what do you do with the child? Tell me. He said, I bathe the child every day. I feed him. I dress him. I said, what else do we do? We do the same thing. We are also bathing the deity. We are dressing the deity. We are feeding the deity. And I said, what's your child at the end of the day? It's a bag of bones and stool and urine. That's all it is. The fact. Yeah. I know that is what it is. But you know how much happy I feel. I said, okay, how much happy we feel? How do you know? So she had no words.
मैंने मेरा हो सकता है गलती बोलता हूँ, लेकिन अगर रुपया का ध्यान करने से अच्छा है कि रुपया प्रत्यक्ष सामने रहे तो अच्छा.
Yes. So we are seeing the Lord face to face. Yes. And also it reminds us of Krishna's pastimes, everything. Okay. So there is we know that today the people very much speak against deity worship, but actually this is not what we are doing is deity worship, not idol worship. They say idol worship is, many religions also say, our founders said don't worship the idols, but we're not worshiping idol, we're worshiping deity. They don't know the difference, number one. Number two is that what they are doing, you see, I was in Vidhan Sabha in Karnataka, of Gandhi, the huge Gandhi statue was sitting in the center. Most of the places it is there. Father of the nation, definitely we respect. He sacrificed his life for getting India independent. We respect that. And then what was happening, I could see hundreds of crores are sitting on the top and passing through. Big statue. Okay. And whole year it will go like that. And on the October 1st, the municipality people will come, they will bring their brushes, same municipality brushes. They'll clean all the stool. They'll maybe clean it, brush it, then put a nice specs, then put a nice garland. And October 2nd, all these politicians will come, good for nothing. Mera Bharat Maan, Mera Bharat Maan, they will speak. And after that, they will all go away. And then somebody will steal the specs. Somebody will they'll run away with the garland. And that's it. He is forgotten for 1 year. And the crows come and start their business again. This is fine. This is fine. And worship in the temple is not fine. America, they made such a big Statue of Liberty. That is fine. Deity worship is not good, but that worship is good. Achha. In North India, those who are from UP, every park, there is a huge statue of an elephant and one lady. That is fine. Don't go to temple, but this is fine. Achha. What you do is fine. But where the Lord is worshipped with love and devotion, that is not fine. But those who worship the unmanifested, that which lies beyond the perception of the senses, the all-pervading, inconceivable, fixed, immovable, the impersonal conception of the absolute truth, by controlling the very senses, being equally disposed to everyone, such person engaged in welfare of all, at last achieve me. Okay? So the all-pervading, inconceivable, fixed, this is very complicated. Krishna said like touching nose like that, touching nose like it's very complicated. What they generally try to do is then they stop the mind from thinking. Prabhupada says the goal of life is not to become unconscious, but to become super conscious. Okay. And then in the next verse, Krishna says the long process should be avoided. Klesha adhikarastesha. It is full of klesha. And another word, Krishna, is dukkha. Why you want to do something which is klesha and dukkha? Klesha adhikarastesha avyakta. Those who are Vyakta means personality. Avyakta, meditating on God, not having personality like light or this. Avyakta gatir dukkham. Krishna is saying in Gita, please, you cannot try to supersede with this anything. He is the highest authority. He's saying this is all dukkha. Those whose minds are attracted to the unmanifested impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. Okay. For one who is worships me, giving all his activities unto me, being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotion service, always meditating upon me, has fixed his mind upon me, O son of Pritha. For him, I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth. And now Krishna concludes the discussion with these two verses, and it's all over. He says, Mrityu Samsara Saga, those who personally worship me. Okay? For them, what happened? Giving up all activities unto me, worship me, giving all. Yetu sarvani karmani, giving up all their activities. Mai sanyas mat paraha, making me the goal of life. Ananyevana yogena, okay? With engage in devotion service, ananya, without any distraction. Mam dhyayantu upasate, has fixed his mind upon me, O son of Pritha. Okay? Tesha vaham samsara is take care. Mrityu samsara sagarat. Okay? Mrityu samsara, from the ocean of birth and death, I saved that person. For him, I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and Mrityu. Hana? So this Mrityu samsara sagarat, Krishna personally comes and picks it up. So it's all over. Krishna has concluded, engage in devotion service. Now, this is another nice painting for the same thing. Next portion of this chapter, there are three portions. Krishna will talk about different levels of bhakti. So this is the highest one. It's called Ananya Bhakti. Ananya means without any other distraction. Ananya. No other deviation. Mai eva mana adaswa, mai buddhim niveshaya, niveshasya mai eva ata urdhva na samshaya. Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always without a doubt. Ananya Bhakti. So this is the highest one. This is called Gopa boys along with Balramji. Balramji is anyway expansion of Krishna. Other all Gopa boys, the Jivas. But you see, it's so advanced, so advanced. Many births of Shuddha Bhakti will lead you to this situation. They are so beautiful, you see. And they look so beautiful. Long eyes, beautiful. Pure love of Krishna. Totally absorbed in Krishna. This is the same platform as a friend of the Lord. Isn't it? You don't want their blessings to become like them. This is a perfection. So Krishna is the highest. Be absorbed, and we always think about me, engage all your intelligence in me, fix your mind upon me. But it's not easy. Morning we are practicing chanting Hare Krishna, whereas mind is fixed on the vibration. Mind is rotating. So you cannot do this. Then next platform is called Sadhana Bhakti. Sadhana means Atachittam Samadhatum Na Shaknoshi Maistiram. It's not that Krishna is giving choice, take whichever one. No. If you are not able to do this, Na Shaknoshi Maistiram Abhyasa Yogena Tatum Amichatum Dhananjaya. Abhyasa Yogena. Then you have to do Sadhana Bhakti. That is second platform. Okay? Okay. Abhyasa. Okay. Everybody is understanding now? The second platform, Abhyasa. Abhyasa. Api asamartu asi. Oh, abhyasa is not also possible for you. Some reason. You're not able to do sadhana. There is no taste on chanting. I don't have time. I'm so busy. Okay? So you're not able to do abhyasa for so many reasons. Mat karma paramo bhava. Try to do something for me then. Okay? Just like by God's grace, we are constructing a temple. So we can help. See, I have a temple project. And today also I had gone and I was thinking deeply about what about thinking of a functionally and happy center? I need 500 people to be there. To all the activities go on with full steam. So I just thought, brahmacharis 50, 450 grahasthas. That will be 150 families, 3 average, 150 families and 50 brahmacharis I need. Prada, ready? Those who want to dedicate themselves to serve Krishna full time, welcome. We need so many people. Prada. But no, it's very difficult. I have some commitments. I have some responsibilities. Artha, person can save some money so that the Lord can be worshipped. That's also a bona fide way. Artha. Dhiya, the person can use his intelligence, like we are doing construction of the temple or the online course. Both have, particularly every skill that people have, which they're using for their livelihood, can also be used for glorification of Krishna. Dhiya, intelligence. Every day we get so many calls. Prabhuji, use this for the flooring. Prabhuji, use this for the construction. See that you have this. Dhiya, intelligence, you can share. Then Vacha, you can tell more and more people about what you understand in Bhagavad Gita. Tell them to join this course. So Prana, Artha, Dhiya, Vacha, we can do service. So person who does service like that, gradually what happens, his mind becomes calm and he's able to chant. He's able to do sadhana. And when he's able to do sadhana, one day, he will reach a situation where he can see Krishna face to face. So Ananya Bhakti, if not possible, Ananya Bhakti, Sadhana Bhakti. If not possible, Sadhana Bhakti, this is called Nishkam Karma Yoga. Without any personal interest, he is helping so the Lord can be properly worshipped. If this is also not possible, okay, Atheta Api Asakto Asi, or this is also not possible somehow, then what? Kartum Mad Yoga Mashita. Then you do one thing. Sarva Karma Phala Tyaga. All the, the money you are earning, give it to some good task, some Punya Karma. Okay, you're not able to even help the devotees, some reason, social, religious, political, you're not able to help somehow. So, okay, you don't have faith, whatever. You can use the money for some good work. This is the fourth situation. Take a tata kuru yata. If, however, you're unable to work in this conscience, then try to act giving up results of your work and try to give some, say, orphanage, donate money there, or old age home, donate money there. If you cannot do that, do this, the fourth platform. Now, my question is this. Why this is the sakam karma, I said, because yoga, I'm not using the word because it has no connection to God. Now, why this is considered the fourth? Because generally in society, they say the first. Manav Seva is Madhav Seva, people say. But why Krishna is putting as a fourth level, not first level? Yes, anybody?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Actually, by doing all this seva for the mankind, just we are saving the coat or body of the soul, but not exactly the soul. We are not working for the soul.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes, anybody likes to add something to this? Other people are not able to understand. This is first only, sir. But please try to understand. Anybody asks a question? Just like you take care of the child. I discussed this in 5th chapter also. You take care of the child, not only give him food, that even animal feeds his children, nothing so special. But human life, and give some samskaras, give some wisdom, give some values. And also, apart from giving samskaras, values, you also give a vision of life, how is a servant of God, he should chant God's name. Then, see we have 3 platforms: bodily, mental, spiritual. Body needs comfort, sukha, just like I'm taking the class now. This is in a hot place. Mangalore is very hot now. Take it. So body is sukha. I'm sitting on a nice seat, I'm feeling comfortable. The next thing is mind. Mind wants shanti. Mind wants to be peaceful. Take it. And then Atma. Atma wants happiness, spiritual happiness. Now, what we generally people are doing today, unnecessarily, there's too much anxiety about the bodily platform. And because of that, they don't allow the children even to 10-minute chant Hare Krishna. I have this experience, and one college it had happened. It was a vacation time. All the students are going to Goa. So I met the students. I said that, why are you going to Goa, sir? Great fun. I said, why don't you come with me? I'm going to Yatra of Srirangam, Kumbakonam, Rameshwaram. And I kept very token cost for them, practically a sponsored trip. So some 30 students came with me. And we had a nice trip. Our congregation together, 120 people, very, very ecstatic yatra we had. They all are very happy, went back to the college. They were very grateful to me. Sometimes if you are with me, later I'll show you the videos. Then what happened? One of the parents went to the principal and he said, my student failed the exam because the Swamiji took him for some yatra. And for principal, it was very embarrassing. He was a good friend of mine. He says, see, you should be careful. He's accusing you. Because of you, son failed. I said, that's how it is. Even many parents I have seen, the son doesn't do well in exams, and if they know son is chanting Hare Krishna, stop that first. They will not say stop movies, stop cinema, stop drinking, stop girlfriend. No, they'll not say, she's spending hours and hours. This 5-10 minutes of spiritual, stop. Now only material life. Generally when the child is small, say 5th class, 4th class, parents encourage him. Beta jai karo, beta haath upar karo. But when he becomes little elder, they say, stop all spiritual life. I do not know why this kind of tradition has come to the society. Very unfortunate. And in case, very, very rare it is, somebody wants to become brahmachari, there is a death in the house. Behavior as if death has occurred. Great sin is going to happen. This is the situation. The hypocrisy of the faith is visible in a certain situation. Okay? So we should allow the nourishment of the soul also, along with nourishment of the and values and in the skills. Then we are doing proper parvarish. No child can study for 24 hours. He will study 2-3 hours maximum. And if he is little more pious, 4-5 hours, that's the limit. No child can study 24 hours. Still, there is a lot of time. And if you don't allow him to touch spiritual life, he will talk to his friends, he'll watch movies, he'll watch cartoons, he'll play games. He will spend his time in some frivolous way. Why not allow him to study 10 minutes Bhagavad Gita? That will keep him pure. And why can't parents see the reality? I'm teaching in colleges since last 20 years. 90% boys are drinking in the colleges today. Isn't the parents responsible? What we can do as in the college? The parents aren't there. Don't they think they will get the sin of all this? Whenever a child does a sin, 50% karma comes to the head of the parent. Are they ready to bear that? But this very disbalanced society today, only material, only material, only material, all the time comparing. My dear child, you are here, your friend is in America, he's doing so much. Why not about spiritual? See, that friend of yours is so happy. He's reading Bhagavad Gita. His character is so strong. You should try to become like him. Why our only ideal is, one money, sweeter than honey, honey, honey. This has become the society. Okay? So therefore, in that kind of society, which is so atheistic, only this is given the highest value. But this is not complete. Only one picture, material benefit, not a complete benefit. So the highest you see Krishna gave to Shuddha Bhakti. In fact, is the greatest service you can do to your parents is become a pure devotee. They also get blessed. If you cannot do that, do sadhana. That's wonderful. If you cannot do sadhana, then you come to the next platform that is called Nishkama Karma Yoga. If you cannot do Nishkama Karma Yoga, do Sakama. You try to do some good work. If you cannot do this also, then Sheyohi Jnana Abhyasat Jnana Dhyana Vishashyate Dhyanat Karma Phala Tyaga Tyaga Shanti Narataram. Jnana Dhyana Vishashyate. From Jnana, Dhyana is better. Okay? So best thing is, you cultivate, just like when I go to colleges, I cannot speak about God. When college principal is telling in the same dress, you are going to the class teaching Indian philosophy. That's the name of my course, Indian philosophy, human values. So, but please don't speak about religion. We will have problem. I said, religion? To whom? Dharma to these boys. They don't deserve to hear about God. I can't even speak. The thinking is so easy. So what I generally speak to the students in the colleges is the temporary nature of their body and the dissatisfaction by sense enjoyment. And we are not body, we are spirit, soul. This is overall sum and substance, the main point which I illustrate in the class. The jnana, this kind, not jnana about pure devotion. We can't tell even the name of God, even if you want to. They cannot understand. They are also from all religions in the colleges. They not appreciate. Now, many students from this, say 5% of them, they start contemplating on what we teach, dhyana on what we teach in the class. Okay, sir has a point. All the money in the weekend are wasting in drinking and womanizing. So says that this money can be used for some good work. So they start contemplating on that. And then after that, they save the money and give it for some good work. I remember when I was working in Infosys, I had a small stint in Infosys 6 months. Every weekend we had a party. And at the party, we used to throw all the money on drinking. So many times, God's grace, I never drank. I used to tell them that don't you think it's a waste of so much you talk after that? This money is huge amount of money can be used for a good work. So most of the people, 95% will not be able to make any difference. But 5% will say, yeah, actually that's good. This money can be used some good work, isn't it? So jnana, dhyana leads to some kind of sarva karma phala tyaga, which you saw. And then sarva karma phala tyaga, this is the situation. Before that comes Nishkam Karma Yoga. From that comes Sadhana Bhakti, and highest is Ananya Bhakti. Okay, now anybody has a question on the 6 platforms? Is everybody fine with this? Any question, clarification? before I go to the next portion. Next portion is Priya Ashtaka. Devotees are so dear to me. Yes.
So Prabhuji,
Everybody-
this four is the way. This four is the way to getting a chance from a reward. This
Yes.
will eliminate.
See, the 4, 5, 6 is no guarantee will connect to 1, 2, 3. Unless you meet a pure devotee and get his mercy, you cannot begin bhakti. Krishna doesn't give bhakti directly. He gives always through the grace and blessings of a Vaishnava. Okay? So unless a person may be a very charitable person, but unless he gets the mercy of a Vaishnava, he will not get into sadhana bhakti or another thing. So 4, 5, 6 is not directly connected to 1, 2, 3. Okay? The catalyst in between is the bhakta, devotee of the Lord.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have a question. Will you please explain the Ananya Bhakti again? I'm confused between the 1 and 2.
Okay, Ananya Bhakti is complete absorption of the Lord without any diversion. Sadhana Bhakti diversion is there, so he's practicing. Hare Krishna, Hare. The mind is going here and there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Correct? That's what we are doing now. And we sadhana means we force our will to chant for a certain time. The love of God is not awakened. Ananya Bhakti, love of God is awakened. You tell Mother Yashoda, forget Krishna. She said, get lost. It's not possible. She tried, can I forget this idiot? He's not come back. He left Vrindavan, he never came back. She's a samadhi on the child. But he doesn't come back, but she cannot forget. Ananya means it has gone to the heart. When you chant with love. Sadhana Bhakti, there is no love. You're trying to awaken love. So practice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The faith is also very feeble. You're trying to enhance our faith. Okay?
All right. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Hare-
Prabhuji. What is
Yes.
Prema Bhakti? Is it like Ananya Bhakti?
Yeah, that's Prema Bhakti. Yes. Ananya Bhakti, Prema Bhakti, same. Shuddha Bhakti. Okay?
Okay. And ISKCON is based on which two types? I heard that ISKCON is based on 2 types of bhakti. The first is Prema Bhakti and second one is Prabhuji?
Sadhana Bhakti. See, Prema, Bhava, Sadhana, there are various kinds of Bhakti. At this stage, we are all practicing Sadhana Bhakti. Sadhana Bhakti means using our material senses on the order of Krishna. There is no love. In the order of Acharya, in the order of Guru, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, like Ganne ka juice, no? We're doing, and at the end, we feel little sweetness at the tongue. We feel little happy. Correct?
Yes, yes.
Not that the separation from Krishna, I'm dying like Mother Yashoda and I'm thinking about Krishna. No, we are separation. It's from so many sense objects the whole day. We're not feeling separation from Krishna. We are separation from so many sense objects. We are not aspiring to Krishna. We are aspiring to see so many things in this world. Okay, chalo, next week. Oh. Now, anybody knows who is Sanatana Goswami? Nobody knows? Nobody knows here, huh?
No, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare.
No, Prabhuji.
He's a disciple of Chaitanya.
Oh,
Chaitanya
great.
Mahaprabhu.
Yes, yes.
And he's the chacha of
Jiva Goswami.
Ji. Ji.
Yes. Pooja Vrinda Mataji, anything to add?
We keep in the order 6 Goswamis. Among them,
Yeah.
one of them is Sanatana Goswami. Among the 8 Goswamis, he is one of them.
Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Take care. He's a good acharya. He
was the
made one.
finance minister of West Bengal, I think. He was.
Yeah. What is the temple he constructed in Vrindavan, known as? He constructed one temple. Even now the temple is standing. When you go for Vrindavan Parikrama, you will see first this temple. Which is the temple? Big temple. Madan Mohan. Yes. So therefore, I am just using for every set of qualities. One is not envious, but is a kind friend to all the living entities. who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal to both happiness and distress. They were actually billionaires before they met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Their historical personality, Nawab Shakir Malik and another name. And they met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave them new names, and they came to Vrindavan. Rupa Goswami and then Sanatana Goswami, two brothers. And even though they're billionaires before, they accepted austerity. They're wearing one simple cloth and they're sitting below a different tree every day, not even attachment to a tree. And sitting, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Nana Shastras, study all the scripture, establish bhakti as the highest principle. They did that. They wrote hundreds of books for that. See, they're writing in the Vedic time, how it is written. They're writing books. And so much they're full of love of Krishna. They were hardly sleeping. Used to work 22 hours a day, writing and then chanting and in bliss of Vrindavan. Okay. Today, if you go to all around Vrindavan, you see Bhajan Kuti, Bhajan Kuti, Bhajan Kuti of Rupa and Sanatana Goswami everywhere. Here also he sat and he heard chanting. There is a small temple there. And there's Samadhi, Pushpa Samadhi and actual Samadhi of Rupa Sanatana you find everywhere. So not envious but kind friend to all the living entity. In fact, he was Dhira Adhira Janapriyo. Everybody used to come to him, ask even simple family problems to solve, in not only including spiritual life. Who does not think himself a proprietor is free from false ego. Who is equal to both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfying, self-control, engage in devotional service with determination. His mind and intelligence fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. Krishna is saying devotee is so dear to me. Okay, now next question. Who is Chitriketu? You don't know this personalities. Anybody knows? Who is Chitriketu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Chitraketu is the king who didn't have children for very long, and he was always looking upset, though he had everything else. And one Guruji comes and blesses him, and he gets a child. But then from one wife, and the other wife, they get upset because he's always.
That's a previous story. You talk about this here. Now, what is happening here with Lord Shiva and Parvati?
Oh yes. Lord Shiva was preaching, and Parvati was sitting on his lap, and Chitraketu in his next birth, I think so, he laughs at why Shiva is teaching with Parvati on his lap, and then he is cursed.
Okay, good. Thank you. You know everything. Great. Thank you. So see what is happening here. The Chitriketu, after darshan of the Lord, gets a big post, and with a beautiful Vimana, he's flying. And there's a big old story, big story in Bhagavad. Mataji was telling, but we'll cut it short. So he's now in Kailash in his airplane, you can see. He sees Lord Shiva taking Bhagavatam, Narada is there, all great sages are there, and Mother Parvati on his lap. No, as a friend, he just laughed. Shivji, ye kya hai yaar? Aise Bhagavat lete ho. So he did not have any will to offend. And Shiva also, Lord Shiva is a great personality. It's a very great person. He didn't take any offense. He just also mildly smiled. I understand. But if for Lord Shiva, that's fine, below the great sages sitting, they also did not take an offense. It's a small joke. Okay? Nobody is affected. But Parvati said that this is too much. And she's our mother, Parvati. So she felt that, this child has become too naughty. He's offending the Lord Shiva, who is even Brahma will not comment on him. And she said, my dear child, this is too much. Become a demon for your purification. So she curses him to become a demon. And he comes from the aeroplane, gets down and falls at the feet of Mother Parvati. Mother, I accept your curse. And he goes away and becomes a demon. That's a big story. Now, here, Lord Shiva looks at Parvati and he says, you are very beautiful, Parvati. But today, a Narayana Bhakta has defeated you in his beauty. And they say the famous Shloka Bhagavatam, he said, Narayana Parasarva, na kutashana vivayati, swarga apavarga narakeshu, Api Tulyartha Darshana. Just look at the devotees of Narayana. They're so great. So great. Okay? He didn't take any offense. Swarga, Naraka, everything is equal for her. Look at it. How beautiful are devotees of Narayana. And this this person becomes next life as Vritasura. And as Vritasura, he has fight with Indra. And Indra is fighting with him with Narayana Astra in his hand, a weapon given by arrangement of Narayana. And many times he gets a chance to kill Indra. Who? Vritasura gets a chance to kill Indra. He leaves it. He said, no, let Narayana Astra be successful. My dear Indra, pick up the Narayana Astra which has fallen from your hand and kill me. Again and again. And he offers prayers to Narayana that I just want your lotus. And Indra is struck with wonder. He said, what has happened? Mukta nama pe siddha nama Narayana parayanaha. Among crores of Siddha Purusha, we see a Shuddha Bhakta. How can a Shuddha Bhakta be present in human family? He was shocked. So this is a beautiful narration in Srimad Bhagavatam of Chitit Ketula. Okay, thank you. Let us continue. Take care. Background sound. Who is the person now? Please take care. Please don't switch on. For him, no one is put into difficulty, and who is not disturbed by anxiety, who is steady in happiness and distress is very dear to me. Okay. Now, who is the personality here? Who knows this? Okay? We are just discussing. See, our life is to glorify devotees and glorify the Lord. That's all. What is this life is meant for? Who is the personality here?
Vilvamangal Thakur ji.
What is he doing here?
कृष्ण भगवान भजन सुनने आए हैं विल्वमंगल ठाकुर जी के मुख से
कीर्तन कर रहे हैं वो तो
having eyes or he's not having eyes?
Eyes नहीं है.
He is not having eyes.
He's blind, correct? And Krishna used to personally feed him and come and listen his bhajans every day. Okay? Big story again. Thakur also has a big story. Okay, higher. Let us, a devotee who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activity, who is pure, expert without care, free from all pains, and who does not strive for some result, is very dear for me, very dear to me. Well, who is the personality here? Everybody knows him. Who is the personality here?
Prahlad Maharaj.
Bhakta Prahlad.
Yeah. Very, very dear to Krishna, correct? Another great personality. And what is the special quality of Prahlad we can see in this phenomena? Anybody, any quality you can see?
भगवान की भक्ति.
Yes, then is he scared?
Fearless.
Fearless.
Prabhuji determination.
Did he ever get angry at his father? Did he ever get angry at his father?
No.
No. Every day he used to go, listens to his father. And father, Arey, dobara aa gaya, isko maro. Again plan to kill him. Did he cry? No, imagine, we are so small, he's so great. If suppose at home, it's things like this happen. What do you say? Ashmi Mara. He's not there, so peaceful. He's just on Samadhi on Krishna. And do what you want, Krishna. Okay. No one, yo na hirshyati, na dveshi, na shochati, na kanshati, shubha ashubha parityagi, bhaktimanya same priya. Who neither grasp pleasure or grief, who neither lament nor desires, who renounces the auspicious and inauspicious things, is very dear to me. Okay. Arey, take care of your mic, huh? Okay, now the next. Who is the personality in this? Who is the personality here?
Ambarish Maharaj.
Ambarish.
Hello. Now, very important thing. Tomorrow is Ekadashi. My request is please do Ekadashi. If possible, add something to your life. Ekadashi handa adi karte the. Don't tell that. It is good for Krishna Bhakta. We just don't eat grains. You can eat anything possible. Don't eat grains. So fruits are there. Paneer is there. Vegetable is there. Milk is there. Best is do nirjal. People drink only without water. If possible, next, drink water. If possible, next, with water, you can have some fruits and milk. If not that, there's so many preparation possible made of fruits you can have, but avoid grains. This is the tapasya of Ekadashi, just to please Krishna. Okay? Krishna make the Pa-Purusha sit on the grains tomorrow. So we avoid touching grains. But not that suddenly, if it is not possible, it's fine. For the course, level 1 course, my only focus is which start chanting Hare Krishna one mala every day. That is the focus I'm having. Every day morning at 4:30, we chant Hare Krishna together. 4:30 we have Mangal Aarti, and 5 o'clock to 7 we chant together. My request is for Ekadashi tomorrow, you can try to join us. That really is the best thing you can do. Okay? Keep in mind to get up early as possible. We will be chanting 5 to 7. You can come anytime, 5:36. Come and
Hare
chant
Krishna
for 10
Prabhu.
minutes. Bolo Prabhuji.
Where I will get the link for join 4:30.
This admin, can you take care? Pravina Mataji, can you take care?
Yes, Prabhuji, it's there in the group. I shared the link.
But still, take care for Ekadashi joining, they can do. And Ekadashi, why to do Ekadashi also, there is some videos and messages are there. You can share with them. Take care.
अच्छा उसके लिए मतलब सुबह में मतलब जैसे मतलब अन्न मतलब कोई ग्रहण नहीं कर सकते है ना, मतलब नॉर्मली
हम लोग पूरा दिन नहीं ग्रहण करते, सुबह नहीं, पूरा दिन अन्न नहीं खाते, कल फल खाते हैं, दूध पीते हैं, ठीक है। आपके फल से बहुत कुछ बन जाते हैं, फल से बहुत आइटम बनते हैं, ठीक है, लाइक दैट। क्या खाना है नहीं खाना है एकादशी में, हम प्रवीणा मनोज, कैन यू कलेक्ट दैट मैसेज एंड पुट इट?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Take help from other Devika Mati, anybody, any doubt here? हाँ, then
वही पूछ रहे थे
प्रभु जी,
कि जो करना खाना है वो मतलब पूजा होने के बाद मतलब मैंने खाना पड़ेगा ना?
नहीं, वो अलग चीज है, बट अन्न नहीं खाने का, पूजा के पहले पूजा के बाद अन्न नहीं खाना है कल, ठीक है। Okay, now I'll explain this Ekadashi from this pastime. So what happens was, here is this personality called Ambarish Maharaj, a great devotee of the Lord. And here is Durvasa Muni. So Durvasa Muni is the great tapasvi. And whenever you get knowledge of tapasya, one thing you should be careful, you should not get proud. He became proud. And after getting, that's why Durvasa Muni is known to be easily get angry. Who gets easily angry? Who's proud? Well, it's hurt somebody else. No, I'm special, therefore I can shout at anyone. So he gets very proud, and he sees the world is worshipping Ambarish Maharaj. He was the emperor, and he gets envious of him. What is this? I am a great tapasvi. What is he? I am a tapasvi. I am a, like this. Hey, he is just a samsaric fellow, simply taking worship. And out of envy, he comes to the palace on Ekadashi, on Dwadashi day. Now, after Ekadashi, next day is called Dwadashi, and there is a particular time we have to break fast during that day. Say, generally comes 6 to 10. Otherwise, the time you can find out the Parayana time. So now what happens is that when he comes, just give me 1 minute. My battery has gone. So when he comes, yes. Chalega, no problem. So, okay, it goes on like this. Leave it. So, yeah, where it was, yeah. So when the Durvasa Muni comes the next day, Durvasa Muni has come on Dwadashi, and Durvasa Muni knows what's happening. He knows he has Ekadashi Vrata. He was doing Nirjal Vrata. So Ambarish Maharaj, although great respects, and I'm so fortunate, such a great sage has come. So the Durvasa Muni says, I'll just take my bath and come. So he said, yes, I'm preparing your lunch. So he gets his breakfast, getting ready. So Durvasa Muni purposefully delays his bath. He's just taking one more bucket. And the time is coming to close to break the fast. Say 6 to 10 is there. He's come, 9:30 has come, and is purposefully delaying. Now Ambarish Maharaj gets into a dilemma, because before the guests we should not eat. At the same time, we should observe Ekadashi Parayana. We should break the fast in a proper time. Otherwise, the fast becomes useless. So now he wants to take some grain, and here it is. He cannot eat before the guest comes. So he puts him in dilemma. Then Ambarish Maharaj immediately asks his sages who are around him always, so, do you think I can take some water? Because if I take a sip of water, then I've broken my fast, because I do Nirjal fast. At the same time, I have not eaten. No, we should not eat. They said, yes, this looks to be a good solution. You don't eat. And at the same time, correct? That's a very good solution. We all appreciate this point of view that you don't eat. At the same time, okay, that's very good. Yeah. Manage now. Okay, I think it should work. Yeah. So this is what happens. So then what happened? Durvasa Muni comes there, and by his power, he can know he has eaten. He says, you rogue, you think you're such a special person? Huh? You broke your fast. I'm such a great sage. You didn't even wait for me. So I will punish you. And he gives a death penalty to him. Death penalty for this office. Just eating, before a guest, you don't give death penalty because he's, a proud person. He's angry mood, jealous. So, and what he does is that he creates a demon. Please. He creates a demon by his powers. He throws hairs on the ground. They become a demon and kill him. He deserves death penalty. And now Ambarish Maharaj can repel. He has his army. He has his weapons. He knows. What he does is that he closes his eyes and prays to the Lord. My Lord, whatever if you do like this, I have to close all audio. He says to Durvasa Muni, okay, I accept the punishment. And the demon is approaching him, and he is such a great devotee. The Lord had kept Sudarshana in his palace to protect him. So Sudarshana rises, first kills the demon, then goes after life of Durvasa Muni. And Durvasa Muni, in fear of his life, now runs. See, Ambarish Maharaj did not run here and there when he was in danger, life was in danger. He was standing at his place, just meditating on Krishna's lotus feet. But Durvasa Muni is not just meditating on the Lord, but he just runs here and there. Who can protect him? Nobody could protect him. Then he ran to Brahma. He was so powerful. He go to Brahma's place and say, Brahmaji, can you save me? Brahma says, this is Narayana's Astra. I'm just a small servant of Narayana. I'm sorry. I cannot fight with his own weapon. I have no powers to do that. Then he runs to Shiva. Can you do this? Shiva says, what are you talking? Nobody can protect you from Narayana's weapon. And I advise you, my dear friend, go to Narayana. Ask him. So he goes to Narayana. Your weapon is chasing me. Can you save my life? So he travels across the universe. And when he reaches Narayana, Narayana says, see, I'm a property of my devotees. I have no independence. Very beautiful shlokas, he says, that I'm in their heart, they are in my heart, and I cannot take any decision without their order. I'm their servant. You go and ask Ambarish Maharaj, if he pardons you, your life will be saved. So he goes and falls at the feet now, comes back, falls at the feet of Ambarish Maharaj. Durvasa Muni falls at the feet of Ambarish Maharaj. He said, I'm sorry what happened. Can you forgive me? Please save my life today. So Ambarish Maharaj looks at Sudarshana and says, if I have done any activity or devotion which was pleasing to Krishna, if I have done anything good in my life, I'm ready to give all that phala to this personality. Please forgive him. And the Sudarshan Chakra just disappears. And after that, both of them have a nice feast. Okay. So this is the principle of Ekadashi and one more quality of a great devotee. He was equal to friends and distress, who is equipoised in order and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness, distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from contaminating association, always silent and satisfied with anything, who doesn't care for any residence, who is fixed in knowledge, who is engaged in devotion service. Such a person is very dear to me. Okay? Ye tu dharma amritam idam yatoktam paryapaste shaddadhana mat parama bhaktaste me ativa me priyaha. We follow this imperishable path of devotion service, who completely engages himself with faith, making it the supreme goal, is very, very, very dear to me. Okay? And this is Sudama Brahman. You know how great he is. So dear to Krishna. His wife forced him to go to Krishna to ask something. He could not ask. He went there. You see, Krishna personally fed him by his hand, washed his feet by his own personal hand. Rukmini, his chief queen, did chamara for him. And he was thinking, I'm in Vaikuntha. In fact, Krishna made him sit on his own bed. Can you imagine? He gave him so much love and affection. He was just drinking the ocean of love of Krishna. He could not ask Krishna anything. And in the night, he slept there in the house. He felt as if sleeping in Vaikuntha. And he came out with such ecstasy. Krishna was so kind to me. He talked to me so many instances about Gurukul yesterday. So pleasing. So much love he has for me. And he was just overwhelmed by that. And he came back, he saw his house is turned into a huge palace. Okay? But he never asked. He could not have asked. So this is a very, very, very dear to me. Okay? Completely engages with faith, making me the supreme goal are very, 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 very dear to me. Okay? You know this name of the personality, everybody?
Sudamaji.
Yes, I take it.
Hare
So the
Krishna.
chapter done. Thank you. See, it's such a small chapter, but we took so much time, isn't it? Yes. Anybody has any more question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have one question. Actually, I have two questions. The first one is people who are in US, we are 12 hours behind. So for the Ekadashi, do we start it today in the afternoon, or do we follow India times, or do we follow 12-hour like the date?
See, Vaishnava, you are iPhone. In Android, there is an app, Vaishnava Calendar. Find your colleague, you can download that app, and you will get the exact timing. Every place and the place timings are different. Okay? Please follow the Vaishnava Calendar. You should be able to locate it. Okay?
Okay.
Can do that.
And the other,
Look,
yes.
we calculate. Based on the city, America is a very big country. Based on the city, it will give you calculation. What time to what time is the fast breaking and what date. Because India date, your date may be sometimes changing. Okay? Maybe one day after.
कल एकादशी सारी जगह है, ऑलमोस्ट पूरे जो दशमी के साथ सकते हैं या जो एकादशी द्वादशी के साथ सकते हैं, दोनों इकट्ठा ही है.
ठीक है. Yeah, so please check, and also check the timing of fast breaking. That slightly changes because of your situation. Okay.
Yes, thank you. And another question I had was in Maharashtra, I'm a Maharashtrian. So we have been praying to three Murtis, Sri Gurudev Datta. So is he one of the Krishna's incarnation, or because it's Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, right? So it's three Murtis. So
I don't know. I know about your Maharashtra. Vittala. I know about that. Take care. This I don't know. I think you're talking about Dattatreya incarnation.
Yes, Dattatreya incarnation. Yes. Yes, Guruji.
Mentioned in the Shastra as an incarnation. But in Bhagavatam, there is not much discussion. Talk about the body and soul different. Because
I can't hear you, Guruji.
Yeah, people switch on the mic. So Dattatreya is mentioned in Bhagavatam as the incarnation of the Lord. So no doubt he's an incarnation, okay? And but not much mention about his activity as far as in Bhagavatam, okay? So I don't know much about Dattatreya worship, okay? Okay? But what I know about is Panduranga Vittala from Maharashtra. Okay? Vittala. Okay, Mataji?
Prabhuji, tomorrow morning we don't have Bhagavatam class.
Why we don't have?
Because no, I'm asking you because you said we will have the Hare Krishna thing that is going on for Ekadashi 5 to 7.
That is daily. That's time. So see, there is a schedule in every day, 4:30 Mangalarti, 5 to 7.
5:45 we have the Bhagavatam class. So
yeah, then we have the Bhagavatam class at 8 o'clock every day, after the Arati at 7:15. And after that, 10 o'clock tomorrow also we chant all the shlokas of the Bhagavad Gita 3 times we are doing tomorrow. 10 to 1, we chant all the 700 shlokas. Then we chant 4 to 7 and 7. 3 teams are doing. Morning will be done by the adults. And then there is a team of children also doing it and youth also doing it. In fact, many languages have made their own groups. So they do it. Okay. So, but I'm inviting you to the general group. Okay. Everybody welcome. You will get the links. And anybody doesn't get link or something, write to me. Okay. Hare Krishna. There is only one chanting Rama Ram Om Namah name. So deity, they feel more connected. My question: you to chant only the Hare Krishna amount to help us eventually go back to God or any name of the Lord. See, Prerna Mistri, Hare Krishna mantra is not ISKCON mantra given by Brahma. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Iti Shodashakanam. These 16 names, Kali Kalmasha Nashana. They destroy all the bad effect of Kali Yuga. So, whatever you're doing, don't stop it. Chhodna nahi, jodna hai. Just add the chanting of Hare Krishna 10 minutes to your life. That's easy, prerna. We're not saying you stop something, you continue. You're doing for ages, maybe your family. Just add the chanting of Hare Krishna because Brahma said it. We are nobody. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have a question. How can we manage our life, like if we are working professionals and we do have a lot of stress in our day-to-day life? Somebody says send this report, somebody says do this, do that. And then on the other part of the story, I personally feel like I'm very much interested in all the chantings and all, but let's suppose I have to chant my mala at 9 and there is a meeting at 9 itself. Then if we are busy in meeting, we won't be able to continue the chanting. Or we will do, but that much, that power and all will not come at that time. But it was coming at 9 o'clock because again, we are humans. Our mind goes here and there. So is the heart. So how would we manage all these things?
See,
I'm like struggling since 4 years with the same.
Is the manager you have to divine. See, there are 24 hours in a day. It's a very long time. No, good manager will always say, I'll organize better. Will not say, I don't have time. Time is there to organize better. 8 hours should go for your sleep and rest. And not sleep, bathing, eating. 8 hours, they should be finished within that. 8 hours will go for your office, where you focus on the office and do your job. It's more than enough. No office is expecting more than 8 hours. We are inefficient. So and you don't say get up after 8 hours. Okay, but still there. And 8 hours I'm giving for spiritual life. 8 hours. So if there is in the beginning, you cannot suddenly change. Okay, instead of 8 hours, I'm asking you only 8 minutes. No, chanting one round takes 8 minutes. Okay, start with 8 minutes and early morning you can start. See, it's like this. My office, my boss, all these things are external. Actually, Maya is not leaving me. Okay? These are all, we have maintained Krishna. Krishna is controlling. So you have to be hopeful of the future. Time changes, things change. There was, I tell you, one lady who's taking class in the morning at 6 o'clock. She goes to office on only for 4 hours. She works. She chants 64 rounds every day. Every day. She gets up early morning, 2 o'clock, starts chanting. 32 rounds she does. Works for 4 hours only. Comes back at 2 o'clock. Again chants 2 to 6 in the evening. And 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock sleeps up. Every day she's doing from 20 years. Peaceful. And her output in 4 hours is better than other people working 8 hours. College pays her more than principal. And she's always in bliss. And she's so tight. Her schedule is so tight. She can hardly get half an hour to talk to anything. She's blissful. Okay. So what do you learn? That's 16 rounds only, no? So it is possible. I go always reverse. I see that Acharya Prabhupada, who was a great Acharya, he ordered everybody to chant 16 rounds. That was his order. The moment we accept that order, we know that is practical. Now, how do I implement it? I first make it practical, and then how do I implement it? Then I figure out ways. Okay. If you look at it, it's so difficult, I have this to do, then you'll not find it. Always, well begun is half done. Try to get up early morning and chant. That is the best practice to do. Okay. Try to slowly. You cannot suddenly do it. Slowly. Okay.
Is it like we have to just not think it, just implement it? First implement it and then think we have to do it.
Don't really figure out. See what happens. I tell you, I have many times put up hostels near the colleges, and I allow students to stay with me at a very token rate. They pay a very small amount, and the benefit is that they have to do 2 hours of sadhana in the morning, 5 to 7, compulsory. 5 o'clock they have to be 4:30 get up. 5 to 7 they have to do chanting, reading Bhagavad Gita, attend Kirtan class. 2 hours. Small packet. In temple, we do 8 hours sadhana. For them, 25%. 2 hours sadhana, 5 to 7 morning. After that, they go to college. They come back in the evening. 5 o'clock in the evening to night, 10 o'clock, they study without any distraction because they have the 2 hour dose going every day. Again, they get up morning, 4 o'clock, 4:30, get ready, 5 to 7. Again, they do sadhana. They always 10 pointers. I proved actually, if you accept Krishna in your life, you're never a loser. Just like you give bhoga to the Lord, you don't lose. You get everything back. You're never a loser. If you chant for 2 hours, Krishna will take care. That office job also goes well. The mind is calm. You're intelligent. He'll give you a perfect idea. So always think,
this.
You start reverse. Now you're starting from your job where to find. No. You first, what is most important thing is first put first. Otherwise, as a management, we know this famous joke, in a jar, there is no place to put important things if other things fill up the jar. So first you put I have to chant. This is decided. Now you figure out how to do it. Correct?
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
So try to gradually increase 1 round, 2 round, 3 round. We are not in the Paramahamsa level. Suddenly we can do 1 round, 2. I have faith that you pray to Krishna, that your great devotee ordered me to chant 16 malas, but I'm unable to increase. I mean, unable to find the time to even 1 round. Can you give me some intelligence, some strength, some wisdom so that I can do it? And Krishna will give you. Take care.
Prabhuji, one round is 108 times, is it?
Yeah, that takes around 8-10 minutes. If you do 16 rounds, it takes 2 hours. Okay?
Thank you.
Roughly. Some people in the beginning, it will take a little more time. And my goal of the course is 1 round japa. That's all. If the 18-day course, you start chanting 1 round, I am satisfied, successful. But if you don't chant, I think I didn't teach properly. So I have to improve. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Prerna Misri, Radharani.
Hare Krishna.
Hey, Jai Madhava Dait. Radharani is very confidential, Prerna. The speaker of Bhagavad is Shukra Muni. He doesn't, from his mouth, cannot take name of Radharani because he is a parrot. Servant cannot take the name of the master. Therefore, he doesn't. But he tells a lot of pastimes of Radharani in Bhagavatam without mentioning her name. Aradita. He uses the word indirectly. Great worshipper of Krishna. Aradita. From Aradita, we can derive the name Radharani in Bhagavatam. But in other Purana, the same pastimes are listed with the name of Radharani. So we know why particularly he didn't mention. Okay? But Radharani is, pastimes are there in Bhagavatam with the greatest worshipper of Krishna. She's always with Krishna. You can see behind Radhe Krishna. Okay? Even the mantra you're chanting, Hare, refers to Radharani. Hara, Hari, Hare, Hare refers to Radharani. Okay? ठीक है प्रेरणा जी. हरे कृष्ण पांडे जी, चलेंगे? चलते हैं, 10:15 बज गए. ठीक है, सब लोग जप करिए. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण.